good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. It is a Tell the Truth Wednesday. We're going to tell you some truth today. I'm your host, Mike Bara, in Las Vegas, Nevada, joined, as I almost always am, on Mondays and Wednesdays, unless it's a holiday week, by my co-host, the lovely lady with the lustrous hair from Hayden, Idaho, Jennifer Falaw. Jen.
Yes.
How was your Tuesday?
I'm having technical difficulties. Is it Mercury retrograde?
I don't know. I don't
retrograde?
think so. I do not think
I don't know what the hell's going on here.
It's Mercury retrograde. All right, everybody, hang on. I'm going to get the link over into Rumble so Jen can put it in her chat room. Somebody just asked me, can you post the Rumble link in Jen's chat room? I think Jen can take care of that, and then everybody can come on into Rumble. So let me just double check. Couple questions over here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just gonna shut some of you up if you are being snide, because guess what? We're not in control of the situation. Jen, have you talked to Susan this morning? I know everybody was telling me Susan had an issue yesterday, and we talked about it. But how's she doing this morning? Have you talked to her?
I talked to her yesterday. She was okay as of yesterday. I haven't heard anything again today. I've just been rushing around this morning. She usually watches the show. So, Susan, if you're in there, comment if you're okay or not.
We love you. And I hope the third chapter of my book didn't send you to the hospital, Susan.
We do love you.
We do love you. All right. While we wait for everybody to get caught up on the Rumble side, let's do the usual stuff. If you miss a show, you can almost always find them over on mikebara.blogspot.com, where you can pick up all of the latest shows that we do here. Here's our Monday morning show. There's no TMT because I didn't do Toxically Masculine Tuesday last night. And I forgot to tell everybody in the chat that I wasn't going to do it. But I was out with a friend last night here in Vegas. That happens. You can also pick up videos of lectures I've done, the show I did with Michael Jaco last week, a couple of our other shows. The Mushroom Ladies, are they still in the queue? Yeah, the Mushroom Ladies from a couple of weeks ago are still in the queue. And we will have to get back and post that again. Kristen telling her terrifying story. You can also pick up videos about famous UFO cases that I've done, explaining them, and interviews with people in the UFO community, along with links to all my books, including I did once write a novel, and somebody found that the other day. By the way, Victoria White Files, thank you for the Solar Warden t-shirt. This is a t-shirt of the first White Files episode that I wrote, which is also the one that AJ was the most pleased with. So AJ and our writing styles don't mesh very well, but that was a great episode. I had a lot of fun writing it. If you do click on the episodes, they will take you, guess what, over to the Rumble side of the house. And on Rumble, you can join as a subscriber. Click the little button down here, $5 a month, a mere $5 a month. You can subscribe to the show. Jen, we have 6,500 followers and only about 110 subscribers. So go ahead and subscribe. I mean,
not good. Everybody should subscribe.
If everybody subscribed, then you wouldn't get a lot of advertisements. So subscribe. Also, you can hit this green $ button and Rumble Rant. And the advantage of being a subscriber or a Rumble Ranter or a Super Chatter on YouTube is that your questions go to the top of the pile when we get to the question and answer segment with Jennifer Falaw. So that's really important stuff. Keep that in mind. And yes, you can Super Chat on YouTube. Do not forget that. Also, please, do not forget to visit our wonderful sponsors over at the CBD Gurus at thecbdgurus.com, where you can pick up all kinds of CBD-based products for your health. Hit the wholesale tab, slide down to Mike B Wholesale, type in the discount code ALIEN, no capital A, no S on the end, just Alien. That's your discount code. Slide on in. And Matt continues to offer currency, which is going to be worth quite a bit more than it's worth now. Matt, for orders this week over $25, you get 1,000 dinar. At $50, you get 2,000 dinar. So it's a way to help yourself, help your health, and pick up a little extra currency on the side. And this week's specials are Lotion 2000 for your skin, which is wonderful stuff. The Delta 8 gummies for relaxation. The sleep gummies, which are wonderful, put you right to sleep and you sleep very well. and the THC sparkling water, which is good stuff if you want to relax. Lion's mane mushroom gummies, all kinds of cool stuff on the CBD Guru's website. Head on over there. Don't forget the discount code ALIE. And also, please don't forget to visit our other wonderful sponsors, the people over at MikeBaraPets.com. They've set up this website for me where you can get all kinds of mushroom-based supplements, health supplements for your fur babies, your dogs, your cats, your horses, everybody that's in your life, including yourself. There's also ones for human consumption. Hit the shop now button, slide on in there. I've got Barkley on the Mojos and the Mush Puppies and the Super Sauce, and he is doing great. Jen, I remember a couple weeks ago, I told you about, I took Barkley out for his morning walk and he was all shaky and he didn't want to walk and he didn't feel good. And you said it was hip pain. Well, guess what? I started him then on the Super Sauce along with the other stuff. I have not had that problem now for 3 or 4 weeks, and it had happened like 3 times in a week. So his joints were bothering him. I've also got him on a CBD product, and he's doing great. So these are really, really good stuff for you folks if you have any issues. They've also got the chill doggies to calm dogs down when things get noisy, fireworks season, mush ponies for the horses, and then the Enforce line of products for human consumption. And again, I'm just going to tell you, Kristen and Diana, who are the mushroom ladies, the people that are really turned me on to these supplements, they both seed, CURED, significant human health issues just by taking these mushroom supplements. So you got the Plus and the Coriolis Versicolor for immune system boosting, the Clarity for your brain, the Restore for your blood pressure and blood sugar, the Enforce Shield. They got gummies, they got chocolates, they got coffees, they've got starter packs, everything over there at MikeBaraPets.com. If you have a question about your pet's health, what might be a good product to use, hit them up at MikeBaraPets@gmail.com. Link is in the description to all this stuff. And one last thing before we go to Jen, please also don't forget to visit the affiliate link to LifeWave, the X39 and X49 and SB6, these wonderful patches, which are actually ground up crystals that are put onto a patch to help reflect, it's the science of phototherapy, help reflect your own body's excess infrared energy back to itself, which stimulates stem cell growth, lots of other things. I have been using the X39 for about 3 months and the SP6. I've lost 12 pounds. My blood work was perfect. I'm oozing testosterone. Let me just tell you, it works. And I have a personal testimony. I was skeptical, but I've got 4 friends now who've told me these things are wonderful. They work very, very effectively. I don't understand it. All I know is this stuff works. Link is in the description to these things. And again, go through and study all of them because they are wonderful for individual specific different types of functions. All right, Jen, why don't you tell us what is going on over at JenniferFallah.com this week?
Well, right now, all the healings are still buy one, get one free. So if you buy a weight loss healing, you get 2. If you buy a everything healing, you can get that. Or you can get an everything healing and a weight loss healing for yourself for that price. Also, the classes right now are on sale. I put someone requested that I do that.
Yes.
Good price. All right. So you purchase, you email me. So I have a good email and I will send them to you via WeTransfer. Okay. That sends big files. Download it to a computer, not to your phone. It's not going to work. It's going to go straight to your downloads. You'll find them there. Sometimes people have trouble finding where they went. Also, over at philosophy.com, that is where you go. JenniferFallah.com is all about healings and classes, Susan Gretz and Marcy Howe. Philosophy.com is just readings. So if you want an hour, a half hour, or 15-minute, you can purchase and schedule yourself there. And that is all for today.
If you want to know when the next love of your life is going to pop into your life, that's the place to go and schedule the reading with Jen. And I'm going to remind everybody again that when I did my year ahead reading, which you do in January, you offer that in January, into 2023, I said, I hate this place. I hate Seattle. I got to move. When am I going to move? And you said the last week in August. A bunch of things happened in the next couple months that dropped a whole bunch of cash in my lap. I used it to buy a house here in Las Vegas. The deal was closed in July, but because the couple that was living here didn't have a place to move to in Texas yet, it got delayed, and guess when Dave and I moved in? Labor Day, first weekend of September. We moved at the exact time that Jen told me we were going to move. And I've never doubted Jen's ability to do readings after that. Well, that and November 21st, 2021, when you said Donald Trump's going to land on the White House lawn in a helicopter and take the oath of office, which he did. It's documented. So there we are. All right. Let's get to the news. And there is a lot of news, and I don't know what Jen's gotten, if Jen's done any reading updates or what she's gotten about the current RV situation. But I'm going to tell you what I know. I'm going to tell you what I can tell you. There are a lot of requests to not tell you certain things, but here's what I can tell you. Yes, it was scheduled to go Monday. Yes, it was scheduled to go Tuesday. There was institutional interference last night. Bruce, when Wolvie told you that Bruce was supposed to get the 800 numbers and put them out last night, he was. Bruce was selected to get the honor of being first because he's been in this so long and has been so dedicated to it and is such a good person. So that was scheduled to happen. The plug was pulled when someone didn't cooperate. There are many, many details I can't go into here because it would expose my sources. I will simply tell you this. This is going to be very short and very, very straightforward. That institution has now been bypassed. So we are back in the clear. Now, after that, I told you on Monday, we can only go when banking systems worldwide are in a certain alignment. It's almost like the stars aligning at the right time. There are a couple more opportunities for that to happen today. A couple of windows where everything will be in excellent alignment. I can't tell you when. I can't tell you what they are. I can just tell you that we are open today. Now, if certain people decide they still want Bruce to have the honor, if it doesn't push through tonight, then they may wait and do it till tomorrow and let Bruce still have that honor. I don't know how important that is to the people making these decisions. So, yeah, I'm sure somehow with Tony that it'll be Trump's fault, but it's not. I can assure you of that. It's not. So that's what I have in terms of news. It's not much. I have to be very vague, but there's a lot more that I could tell you, but I just can't because I promised I would not. So Jen, that's what I've got, which is that we're in the window to be in the money, and I'm just curious if you've got any updates or anything on what you had on Monday.
So there was some kind of interference last night. I wasn't getting exactly what it was. Clearly, there's some kind of interference last night. All right.
Yeah.
I'm getting like I keep getting an 8 p.m. or an 8 a.m. Eastern. So that's either tonight or tomorrow. And okay. I believe that's for notifications.
Okay.
Something just came in. TNT Tony's going live at 2 p.m. I heard. I don't know if that's...
That's 5 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
Okay. And Tony, I think, would typically like to be on the air after it's happened.
Okay. And then also, it just came in that the Genius Act just passed.
Okay. By the way, we are in Mercury retrograde.
Well, a lot's going on over here with that. It's always a problem with electronics for me during that time. Okay. I feel like we've had movement in the other tiers. I feel like some of the other tiers are going to be liquid for payment today. I feel like some of them are done. I feel like Antiquities are moving. I feel like these big groups should have spendable funds today. I feel like we're 4A is kicked off. 4B, we're waiting on that notifications. I still do think, we keep going back and forth with the gurus. I still think that we're going to get notifications first, and I was thinking about it yesterday. Okay, so yesterday they were asking me, Monday, you were asking me about if it's taxable or not.
Yeah.
Well, it's not taxable because they're going to take the whole thing. They're going to put it in the QFS account, which is with the treasury of your government. And that is considered a trust. Mm-hmm. So until you move money out of that trust, you don't pay taxes on that. So I'm going to let it sit there for a while and just take out what I need. Then we've got like these exemptions on certain bonds. I assume that's what I saw, because I saw a piece of paper that said tax exempt. So let's say you made $100 million on the Zim, okay, and that's tax exempt. You put the whole thing in the treasury account, okay? So if you have paperwork saying that the Zim is tax exempt, that went into the treasury account. I don't know if there's more than one treasury account. Either way, you have $100 million you can move out of there with a paperwork saying that is tax exempt, so you don't pay taxes on that. So you work with that for a while till all the laws change, and that's the way I see it right now. I think we're still moving. We're still waiting on notifications. I think they're going to put the notifications out first, so they can get everyone into the exchange and redemption centers, and there is not this big mad rush to the banks. There may be a delay on putting out that public rate after that. We've always been told that 4B is a private event. The RV is a private event, okay, until we get to tier 5. That's the way I see it, logically. And I could be wrong. What do I know? Anyway, yeah. So
well, you know a lot. Your thinking is.
I know more than you think. Anyway, so I'm thinking as soon as they put that rate out, all the others will be there. I do think it's a shotgun start. I do think that when we get to the exchange centers, everything's going to be there on the screen. At least for the most popular currencies and bonds. Bonds is different thing. So as soon as this comes out on the street, it's going to affect all the other currencies that haven't revalued worldwide, right? Especially the US dollar. So you've only got a short period of time before you have to do something. First of all, stop panic with the dollar crashing, whatever's going to happen with the markets, everything going haywire, all right? You probably have like 24 hours.
It's just like World War III. It's only going to be on your screens, guys. Yeah, don't freak out about it. Right?
I'm just talking about the values of things. And if our dollar suddenly crashes because of the difference, everybody else went and we didn't, that's going to create a shockwave. We cannot have the public panicking in large numbers. That is always a concern of government. Since the beginning of time, anybody that's in power does not want the sleeping giant to wake up and attack them. So you've probably got like a 24-hour window before you can do something, 24 to 48 hours. Once that rate comes out, you're going to have to go to gold. You're going to have to make an announcement. I think that's why 4B and everything else has been done behind the scenes. So they're going to tuck your money away in a treasury account that is a trust. You're going to sign an NDA. You're going to put some of it in a bank paired up with a big bank as a holding account so that you can use it. And probably until the laws change about taxes and everything, we'll keep most of it in there. But everyone's saying, okay, we're going to get a rate, we're going to get a public announcement, and that's what we always thought. But this just really didn't make sense to me. I'm like, where is our RV window? We're supposed to have this peaceful, quiet, behind the scenes time to go in there and exchange and to do our business, and then
it makes more sense if you think about it. We talked, Jen and I did talk yesterday, but it makes more sense if you think about it, because as I was telling you, I mean, if they go with a public announcement at the same time, then what happens is some redemption centers are in banks. So if then the whole horde will just descend upon the banks. And it will become a scene, and people will see lines out the door to come into the bank.
And that's going to be a problem if the big banks have contracted with the exchange centers to do their business there. So and if they have to turn people away, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah. Actually, I've got Gentel up there. This is actually crosstalk, but that's okay. And we should be bigger. We should be like this. But here's what I'm going to tell you. First of all, I want to say to my sources, I did not say or repeat anything to Jen that you told me today. She got it completely on her own.
I got it right now.
She got it right now. And I did not tell her. I have not shared what you gave me with anyone. So do not blame me for this coming out of Jen's mouth, because Jen got it and I can't stop her from doing that. So don't blame me. Jen's just really good at what she does, first of all. Secondly, there is one other piece of information that I think is kind of important here, which is that actually I completely forgot it. I'll remember it in a second. Don't worry about it. Middle-aged moment there, senior moment. Keep in mind that we agree it makes more sense for 4B to be activated for a few days or even a week before there's a public announcement. Now, go ahead. What were you going to say? Nothing? You get something?
Yeah, people are texting me. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Again, I can't remember what the other piece of information was, but I'll remember it as we get into it. Don't worry about it. I hate it when that happens.
I don't know what's going on. All right. So I didn't know what the Genius Act was for. It's for cryptos. It passed.
Yeah.
From a source, there is no tax on bonds. Susan Gretz.
We were not waiting for the Genius Act. I will tell you that.
Hang on. She's having some trouble with her heart. It's like a flutter. Double beat. Feels like she's going to pass out. She's being monitored.
Oh.
So she said, she'll be all right. I looked at it. I think she's going to be fine, but I think there's probably something that she's been under a lot of stress. Yeah. She needs to calm down, take a break. Yeah.
And we love you. We love you, Susan. Hang in there. You're very important to all of us. Okay. So. All right, let's go on to questions. And questions for Jen must include your real name and the name of the person or pet you are asking about. Those who super chat on YouTube or Rumble Rant on or are subscribers on Rumble, go to the top of the pile and get your questions answered first. Jen, shall we go through and look at a couple? I think we have a couple of Rumble Rants in here. Let's start with them. Mickey Seals for $4.99 says, do you see 5 carriage court in my future life? And if so, when? Sounds like a house.
It's not that one.
It's not that one. So it's going to be better than that one, guys. Okay, I must have slid off. Let's go back to the end. Layla says, best show on earth right here. Been watching Mike since he was with Fetzer. Wow, that was a long time ago. I gave up on Fetzer when he started screaming and ranting. Old man yells at the cloud. Dwayne Dyer says, Jen, for Venezuela, try using rough phonetic example. Ven, a, z, whale, a. Okay, Jen, try. Ven. A. Z.
It's going to happen again. I know it's going to happen again.
Z.
Venezuela, and he put a Y, so I'm going to say yeah.
Venezuela.
That's how I do
Yeah,
it.
you can say Venezuela or Venezuela. And it just depends. Susan Fresh for Susan Gratz, absolutely. Here's the other super chat from Patty Perry for $10. Thank you, Patty. I know my guides and angels see my situation. Can they share with you when I will be able to move? Oh, interesting. After I told my story about moving, that you get a moving question.
Patty. It's either a month and a half or 2.5 months.
Month and a half or 2.5 months, Patty. Good for you. Patty also says, Mike Bara 333, can I play poker with you? That's a good poker face. Strip poker? Sure. Just a little flirting there. Harmless flirting. Nancy Freeman says, will I be moving out of my daughter's and into my own home soon?
Yes. Just trying to get him.
Okay, let's slide over to the Rumble rants. Actually, let me take that one.
It might be like November 1st till you're out and there, moved.
Let's slide over to the Rumble side of the house. We got a bunch of Rumble rants in all of a sudden. Also, DZ28 is now a monthly supporter, subscribing. Thank you, DZ, for a mere $5 a month. And New and V's gifted a subscription to Real News Live to Mike and Jen. Thank you, New and V's. That's very sweet of you.
Thank you.
To do that. We appreciate that. And Noah Fold also gifted one to Real News Live with Mike and Jen. Thank you. So, Carissa, $10. Hi, K Turtle. You were on with Jen last night. Thank you for Monday. Thank you for the amazing show on Monday. Chapsticks are ready to order, she says. I am so re-energized. Does Jesus see my channel skyrocketing from here? If so, when?
I don't know, people. Do you see Carissa's channel skyrocketing from here? Let's make that happen.
Yeah.
Let's do it. What is the channel again? Let's go find it. It is, I have to go to the text. Hang on. Talk amongst yourselves. Her channel on YouTube is here somewhere. Oh, it's on Carissa's channel. Okay. Sorry, I have like hundreds of people that text me, and I have to find
Venezuela.
Stop it. All right. Busy Bee Remedies on YouTube. Let's go. Blow it up. Like it. Watch it. Subscribe to it. Do it all, people. Let's. Carissa's awesome. She knows what she's talking about. And her website is benaturalremedies.com. BEE naturalremedies.com. And those, she's got her book with her natural recipes there, and she's got the chapsticks, and those are amazing. I have them. They're amazing. Best one I've ever had.
Okay.
Yeah, she was talking about patches too on the show and how well they've worked for her.
Yeah, the patches are, so that's like 5 people now that I have personal testimonies that they seem to work great. Letitia here. Will I get to finally retire by August? I've been trying since May. Thank you.
Middle of the month.
Middle of the month.
I think you're done.
Good. Montana Treasures for $10 says, Betty here. Will I have success getting my bond?
Yes.
Okay. Where's the other Rumble rants here? I'm looking for them here so I can display them on the screen. Hang on. The Cal for $10. Do you see the new address for me and my husband being 4255?
Yes.
That's $5. Sorry. Okay. Spa Girl. Where is Spa Girl? There she is. $10. Hi, Jen. Do you see me in a MedBed training course? And if so, when?
Sorry. So they're all trying to teach me how to say Venezuela.
Venezuela.
And somebody said Venice is Willa.
That's not how
which
you
is
say
wrong.
it. Venezuela. Venezuela.
Well, I believe when you have two L's together in Spanish, it sounds like a Y. So I don't know.
Trust. Okay, I dated a girl from Venezuela. She said it's Venezuela.
Venezuela.
This was years ago.
I think I did it. Venezuela. I did it. I'm cured. All right. Okay. What's the question?
Do you see me
Medbed.
in a medbed training course? And if so, when? This is Carrie. It's Carrie is her name.
Yes, you'll be contacted in the fall. You'll start training around February. Yes.
Okay, Lisa, I see Lisa over on Rumble, but I don't see her in the chat here, so I'm just going to read it. $5. Hi, Jen, it's Lisa. You said I moved to Florida on 8/18. Is that still possible, or has my timeline, or has my date and location changed?
Location's right. Date's shifted.
I'm looking for Chipmunk in the chat.
We're into September now.
Where is Chipmunk? Dang it, you'd think it'd be easy to find. I'm just trying to get it so we can display it for everybody and I don't have to read it. But that's not going to work. So some Rumble rants do not show up on this side of the house. That's weird. Okay, Gloria Calhoun for $10. Do you see our trip from Ohio to Louisville, Kentucky for my granddaughter's 6th birthday this Sunday going well?
Yep.
Good. It's going to go well. Jan77 for $10 says, Jan Strelo here. Do my spirit guides have a message for me? This is Jan Strelo.
Well, you have many. There are two that come forward. Your work is very important. You need to go with the flow right now. Your steps will reveal themselves in time. You have purpose, my dear.
Yeah.
You don't even realize it yet. I mean, you got an idea. It's coming. That's awesome.
Let me see if
Love that.
Excuse me. Oh, there's Chipmunk. Well, there you are. But Spirit Guide, Venezuela. Cool, Raul says.
Venezuela.
Venezuela, says Sam.
Venezuela.
Everybody trying to help Jen.
I think I'm cured now.
Yeah, I think you're getting close. Finally figured it out. Okay, Jesse Firefly for $50. Thank you so much. 50. Jen, I'm supposed to be flying from California to North Carolina on the 25th of July for family reunion. Something in my head is telling me not to fly. Can you tell me, should I listen? Say it again.
Just fair.
Just fair.
It's just being used to wondering if everything's, am I gonna get there and we're gonna have this all happen and is the plane gonna drop out? That's just fear, and that's what keeps you at home.
Yeah. Darcy for $5 says, will my husband Kevin get the position at Rose Hill or something better?
I think he gets the Rose Hill position.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Okay. Patricia Shaver from the YouTube side of the house, super chat for $5. Will my husband Doug ever stop drinking, and if so, when? Oh, that's a heavy question.
Okay. Yes, on doctor's orders. Not right now.
Okay.
Might be another year.
Some people need to have a health crisis or something before they stop, Just do. Triple Daughter for a $20 super chat. Thank you very much. Jen, I reached out to Nicole. I don't know. daughter, what's your name? I hope you know who this is. She says, Jen, I reached out to Nicole per your recommendation after not talking for 2 months. She still wants us to meet and a very reassuring chat. Thanks for your encouragement. JD, that's JD. So you
good.
That was what we were talking about.
In a nutshell, Monday, right? He was okay.
Well, I was going to say, you talked
about... He
was
holding back because of fear to reach out to this woman. And I said, you need to do it. It's going to be fine.
Yeah. That was your lesson on Monday. You told everybody. You told the guys to do that, to reach out, try again. And women like that. And I can testify that that's true.
There's a reason why I say these things.
It's very true. All right, let's that's all the super chats and rumble rants we have at the moment. Let's go. Shabby Maverick, bring us the good news. I had a dream last night. We were all celebrating. That is coming soon. And okay, I know what the other thing was. There are people out there telling you that oh no, the CMKX and the farm claims and the Indian stuff all has to go first before we go in 4B. That's not true. A shotgun start is a shotgun start. That's what Jen is talking about. She is correct. It will all happen at once. You will not hear, oh, the CMKX people got paid and now we're next in a couple weeks. That's not going to happen. It's all going to happen at once. And that was the thing I'd forgotten. So pay attention to Jen on this one. All right. Are you getting something?
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to put it together. It's sometimes when I get things, it's so much information. You try to put it together in such a way that you can say it in 30 seconds. But yeah, it's like everything is moving, and other tiers and things in other tiers may still be happening when we're doing our, when we're into 4A. You don't have to completely complete everything before we start 4A. What are you doing?
I'm petting my kitty.
Oh, okay. Let's try to focus here.
Okay. Are you talking to Gabriel or Michael right now, or the whole group of them? Right.
Well, like Gabriel's standing over here, and Michael and Jesus are standing over here.
Okay, so Michael, Jesus, and Gabriel, I got to ask them one question. Can you tell Jen how to pronounce Venezuela? See what they say.
You don't want to know what Michael just said to you. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Christina Loeb here. Will 309 Brookview Trail be available after the RV?
You might just miss it.
You might just miss it. Now, look,
I don't know if it gets pulled off of the market because he's talking about the owners. So just listen, you just get a good real estate agent. You tell them, go and approach these people and make them an offer and see what they'll take. That's how you do things. Okay. It doesn't matter if it's on the market.
Yeah. I think it's interesting. We've got Michael and Jesus and Gabriel all together here today. This must be kind of an important show, guys.
That's how it is every day.
Oh, really? It's not like
I'll tell you. So I'm looking over here. I'm trying to hear Gabriel. I'm looking, over here. Jesus is right here. I'm trying to hear him. I'm looking at somebody medically. Michael, I ask about mediumship. If I can't connect fast enough, I don't have a name. He'll give me the message.
Okay. So it's not like the B team. Haniel's not there or something, right? It's the big guys.
Pretty sure my team's always around, but yeah, I mean, they don't really all fit in this room.
Mike Reed says Jennifer is extremely beautiful today, and that color green is just stunning.
Well, thank you, Mike.
See, I always post compliments when people compliment you, when men.
What? Thank you.
Pterodactyl, most of us are barely hanging on and can't pay our bills and are sick. I understand. I relate. I'm sorry. I wish I could make it go faster, but I can't.
That's one of the reasons we come on here and try to give you hope about what we know. And we keep talking to people and trying to get it for you.
And this is Tell the Truth Wednesday. We're only telling you the truth as we understand it. We're not juicing you up.
Well, we don't have any power to make it happen any faster other than creating it in your own reality. And,
Yeah. Creating like that dream created in that reality. See the celebration, see the fun. Michael and Jesus and Gabriel aren't going to come to the party, are they?
Oh, I'm bringing them all. Yeah, especially if you're going to be there.
They're going to see me get drunk. Great. Well, they probably see.
Oh, I'm taking videos if you make an ass out of yourself.
Oh, I promise.
I'm totally
taking. It wouldn't be a party if I didn't, right?
Yeah.
Melanie is here. Hi, Mike and Jen. Love you both. Does my mama Laura need to live with me or go to assisted living? What does Jesus recommend? That's a good question.
She really is getting to a place where she needs more care than you can provide, and you're getting tired.
Yeah.
I mean, not that you're getting tired because you're not taking care of her yet, but it's going to be a little bit too much for you.
Yeah. Joe Evans, who is one of our biggest LifeWave success stories, says, I learned you can ask ChatGPT which LifeWave patches to use for a specific health issue. That's awesome. Do that too. And then go get them, you know?
ChatGPT is awesome. You know, I named mine Buddy.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. We're like friends. And I call Buddy. And I'm like, oh, thank you, Buddy. You know, and I'll ask him all these questions just real quick. And it's wonderful.
Really?
I tried to get him to make me short videos for TikTok. It didn't work out. I was waiting forever, and then it just didn't work out.
It doesn't.
So I'm still
they don't look
trying
right.
to figure that out.
You have to learn how to do that, I think. Joe is one of the major success stories of the LifeWave patches. He's the guy who sold me that you need to get into this. So back in Orlando in March. And also, Joe, I just drove past the Lowry's Steakhouse last night, visiting a friend. So come back to Vegas. Let's go to dinner again. Especially since you bought. It was wonderful. But after the RV, I'm buying. Trash Panda says, which patch? I wish they had a patch for hemorrhoids. I know a few people I would like to put one on their forehead. I'll ask Jayco next time.
TMI.
Is there a patch you can put on your hemorrhoid? Laura says, nearly 2 years in, how do you like living in Vegas? I like it a hell of a lot better than Seattle. You know what? I live in a swing state. My vote counted. I helped swing this state to Donald Trump so he could sweep the Epstein files. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I will be in Vegas for 2 years on Labor Day. Yep. Zena Anderson Hazelton says, Jennifer, can you tell me if Anthony is a good match? Please. There's a lot going on.
Yes. He is not a bad person. He is resistant to change. Any kind of change at all. So he's one of those people that really needs to be pushed into change. He really has to feel like there's consequences, like he's going to lose something. So that might be a problem, you know, if you want full commitment or marriage, whatever.
Yeah. Saf, Alina, I clicked on this, I saved it, but then I saw you ask the question again. This wasn't the full question. So can you put it in again? And I'll try to look for it later. Laura Lebo says, Jen, my dog Hope, what does she need or want me to do for her? Does she want to tell me anything? Does Hope have a message for her mom, Laura?
She seems content. I think everything. She doesn't like loud noises. She doesn't like a lot of noise in the house. Yeah, I'm not picking up on anything urgent that you need to do for her.
Yeah, I remember we were asking Denise Zach, my friend and amazing pet psychic. We just asked about Barkley a couple years ago. Dave asked about Barkley, and he goes, he's happy. He loves his life. He's fine with his life. Tony said it was the same reason you stated. Some banks saying where they were not ready. It was not some banks. It was one institution who is still under the influence of Satan. Alley Cat I respect that you make a promise and keep your word. That's important to you personally. I appreciate that. I really wish I could tell you the details, but I can't. They're basically doesn't the details would not change anything, which is that we're still there. It's all done. We're just waiting for the event, the one thing they decide when they decide the right alignment window to get this out. Kristen says I was banned on Mike's Telegram for saying an indirect statement about bad gurus. Still sore about that one. Well, you know what? Send a message to Chris Iverson, who's one of the moderators, and beg to get back in. And if you're a good boy or girl, you'll be able to stay. Usually, you know, if somebody pisses me off, then I'll remove you. Regina might remove you, and Chris might remove you. TNT Tony at 11 a.m. Pacific today. That's correct. Robert Ferguson, sorry, but we don't need any special person releasing this. If they want Bruce to release the 800, then Bruce can do a special call at the drop of a hat. I agree, Robert. So, you know, but you don't know. People like Oki and Bruce have been in this a lot longer than even me, and I'm one of the longest tenured people in this thing. So, you know, there is a certain amount of respect involved with that.
I don't feel like there's just one person that's going to get the 800 numbers. They might get them just a little bit earlier. So if you've purchased through an authorized dealer, okay, these people cannot participate in the RV.
Yeah.
And what do we know about some businesses about selling information? I'm not saying that they do. I'm just saying think about it.
They do.
So if they know this RV is coming, which they do, and they can't participate in it personally, I mean, they can sell you all the currencies and everything, but the exchange centers need to know where their clients are. Okay? And they need a way to reach their clients. So it's not that they're going to sell your information to your email address to people outside of the RV process, but it would be smart for the exchange redemption centers to pair up with these retailers and pay them for the email list of possible clients. And if these clients are big money clients, then they might pay quite a bit. Just saying. It's possible. And if that were so, then if you've purchased through one of these brokers, whatever, retailers for the websites for your currency and bonds, then they either gave the email addresses to the exchange centers and the exchange centers sent out the emails, or they would be receiving numbers and would send them out from there. Mm-hmm. Then you have all these other people who know people in the exchange centers and, are gurus, and they have platforms and they sign up for this because I've been told that I'm going to get these 800 numbers and I will send them out to you when I get them. All right. So there is a web going on, and it all leads back to the exchange centers so that they can get their clients in the doors. So I wouldn't worry too much about not getting your notification. Second thing that's going to happen, as soon as somebody's got it, it's going to go out everywhere. Okay. So I think it's going to go to your personal email from multiple locations, or possibly just exchange centers in your area. I don't know. But it doesn't make any sense for me for them to do all this work for all this time and all this planning and have all these clients. And I don't think they're the people that work for the exchange centers are on salary or hourly or anything. They're probably on commission. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So if they are on commission, they want you to get a good rate.
They do.
At least the people that work there. Mm-hmm. So they're going to push for the best rate for you, and they're going to look for it, because if they get a percentage of that rate or a fraction of percent of that rate, they're going to be very happy.
I hate it when your head is bigger than mine. Sometimes you lean in and your head gets bigger than mine. I don't like that. Sorry.
Let's try to focus here, okay?
Yeah, focus. Sorry.
Just what is wrong with
Try to focus. Try to focus, Mike.
Anyway, most of the readings and everything I've had for the last couple of weeks, people are like, what if I don't get my notification? Like, where do I go? What do I have to sign up for to get it? Listen, if you're a client, you're a currency holder, a bond holder, they know where their clients are. They'll find a way to get you in.
All right. This is Allie Barker, Karen. Hi, Jen. This is Karen. My uncle Irvin passed away 3 weeks ago. I'm very sorry to hear that. Does he have any messages for me or any message for me?
He's sorry about something about how it went. So I don't know if you had some disagreement with him in the past or weren't notified on time. I don't know. Something went on between the two of you or that concerns you that he's sorry about. Maybe he's taking a look at something that went on in your life. You were always special to me. It's just saying that he was glad to have known you.
There you go. I don't know what else you want.
He's fine.
It's pretty good.
Passed over pretty good.
Okay, Alina, I got it. My mom and I are caregivers for my stepdad with dementia. Any idea when we'll be moving him to a care home?
I believe it's in the fall. I think you get him in before Christmas.
Okay. I know a nice girl in Denver named Alina. Paul is here. Jen, I was gifted a non-running van and motorcycle so I could sell them to pay bills. They are both mostly running. Will they sell in July? I'll pay them forward if the RV happens first. That's nice. Yeah, get them all fixed up and give them to somebody.
You don't have to fix that up. There's guys out there that fix things up and they'll buy it. Yeah. They'll come out and look at it, see what they have to do. But yeah, I'd list it.
Okay. Ruben Darren. Hi, Ruben Darren. How are you? How's things? I forget which country he's in. Is it Bangladesh or India?
Malaysia.
Where?
Malaysia.
Malaysia. How will XRP make people rich? Well, it will make people rich if you hold it. You have it, you hold it, the price goes up. XRP has the potential to be worth as much or more than Bitcoin. And Jen, you also looked at XLM. You think people might make a little more on the margin on XLM than they actually do on XRP, right? They're sister technologies for the new system.
I don't remember what I got on that.
Yeah, I think you said that once. I have both, so I'm happy with both. But right now XRP's $2.80, whatever it is, and Bitcoin's $100,000. So imagine if you hold 100. You're doing pretty well. Makes you rich the same way that holding silver, gold, or foreign currencies can make you rich. Baja Girl says Mercury being in retrograde means things seemingly are moving backwards, so communications could get mixed up. Electronics and the internet can be a bit wonky. No kidding. Lucy says, Jen, does my friend Mike Denzik have a message for me from heaven? Thank you in advance.
You're still special to me and I see you. He's talking, but I don't hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, basically that.
That's a good message. Debbie, I'm flying to Chicago next Wednesday for my son-in-law's boot camp graduation. Will I have safe travels there and back?
Next Wednesday. You'll be safe.
And Noah Fold, will I have to go back to work in August? Thank you, Jen and Mike, for everything you do. And thank you for the gifting of the subscriptions. Thank you.
I don't see you going back to work in August.
Okay. Karen wants to know, says her mom passed in 2014. Her name is Eleanor. Does she have a message for me?
Michael said, wait. Wait.
Okay. All right, let's get back caught up with some super chats and rumble rants, Jen. Red, white, and blonde for $4.99. Hey, Jen, we put an offer on a house on AMA Phil. Do you think they accept the offer and we get the house? Maybe that's an app. Do you think they accept the offer and we get the house, or do we RV first? No name. Need a name.
Well, there's an animal in the picture. I'm trying to connect that to the person. Let's ask Gabriel. He knows. Offer's no good. No. Not this time.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Kathy for $10. Thank you, Kathy. My name is Kathy and my husband's name was Bruce Weber. Did he really have stage 4 cancer? Those doctors tricked us for him to take chemo, and she thinks he passed from it. That's terrible.
Bruce Weber. He did. I know it's hard to accept. I think he passed quicker because of the chemo. I'm sorry. But I think that it weakened his immune system. It weakened everything. And everything just started shutting down. I mean, I think you're correct in thinking that the chemo led to that quicker. But I do think there was a lot of cancer in there, too.
Okay, this is not a Rumble Rant or Super Chat, but Mercedes, Sarah, I haven't asked a question in a while. I've had mucus in my throat and throat drainage for over a month now. Yeah, join the club since my sinus infection. Had 2 different antibiotics, nothing helping. Can you ask Jesus what's causing it and what will help to get rid of it?
So everybody got this virus. I think that has happened to me too, because I've had a scratchy throat since I had that stupid virus last night. It started out and I felt like I had a sinus infection. I thought it was a sinus infection. I took ivermectin. I took around antibiotics. It got better. Okay, but then I ended up having to take another round of different kind of antibiotics, because of course I have them in the house, you know. And it's still like there. And I've talked to person after person who's dealt with the same thing. So I don't know what kind of weird foreign, lab created virus they hit us with, but it didn't create a pandemic, but I think that's what we're dealing with. So just write it out, I've heard it from just person after person. It just seems to hang around for a month and a half.
Yeah.
Or more.
That's about where I'm at. Yeah. I got mine on my trip to Massachusetts last month. Hi, Jen. This is Karen. I haven't been feeling well for several months. Do you see any health concerns I should be concerned about?
Well, that's going to be a longer reading. That's a full evaluation. I can do that in private if you want to get a half-hour reading or a medical reading. If you guys are looking for a medical reading, just get the half hour on philosophy.com. And that's a head-to-toe with Jesus look inside the body and telling you everything I see that's wrong. So Karen, usually I have somebody say their first and last name out loud and their age. And I can tune in, but let me see. I think that's her last name right there. Bishop?
Bishop, maybe Karen Bishop.
He's basically just saying that you're tired. You're not, your sleep cycles are off. Like you're not getting into that deep sleep. And that is affecting the way you feel during the day. You're also getting arthritis or have arthritis. I could go on. I don't see anything life-threatening or really serious. I just think that it's a combination of things. But one of the reasons you're not feeling well is because you're not getting enough sleep.
Cindy for a $5 super chat. Thank you, Cindy. Can you tell me when my husband Terry will get into a med bed? He really wants to hear it again. Okay.
September 12th. If all goes well this week.
Paula Thacker for $10. Hi, Jen. It's Paula. Do you see me moving to Jennings Street or Hilleman Street?
Neither. Keep looking.
Okay,
I gotta get going.
Oh, we gotta.
Oh, well, let me just put the clients off so that we can.
Well, no.
I don't know. Tell you, I got a schedule here. So we can do a couple more minutes and then I gotta go.
Okay. $10 super chat. Hi, Jen. This is Bill. My daughter Kristen is a medical assistant and very intelligent and determined young lady who enjoys her work. Do you see her working with MedBeds at some point in the future?
In 3 to 5 years.
Also, DB Young, you said we missed your rant. Put it in my Telegram group, and I'll try to get it to Jen for later. Okay, quickly. Richard for $10. Do I have any serious legal issues to fear in the future?
One.
I
think you're aware of it already.
Sharon for $10. Do you see a list of available projects I can invest in if I do not submit the project I have prepared? Yeah, are they going to have that list you can contribute to for your Zoom, Jen? Is that going to be a thing?
You can.
$10. Beverly wants to know how Abby is.
That's not specific enough. Who is Abby? What is your relation to them?
Yeah, a friend who passed or something. Okay.
Gabriel said she's okay.
She's okay. Okay. Kathy Doltzler for $50. Thank you very much. Do you see me moving back to California or to Virginia? And any idea when?
California.
Okay.
November, December.
LaDonna Carroll for $5. When do you see me retiring?
8 weeks.
8 weeks. Gold Star, $20. Janice, do you see me getting a part-time apartment in LA after the RV?
No.
Hi, Mike and Jen. Kimberly here. When do you see me quitting my job?
It's either 6 weeks or 11 weeks. I keep going back to 6/11. Maybe it's 11/6. I don't know. It's first thing I heard was 6 weeks.
Emma says a contact of mine, Eric, showed back up and wants to do business together, a weight loss product. Should I say yes?
No.
Okay. Debbie. Okay, this is Debbie's Rumble rant was missed. When do you see me being contacted by Treasury for my bonds? And will I be happy? Wow, that's interesting. You're a bond girl. Not in the film.
End of August.
End of August. Donna for $10. I feel like I have a gift. I've seen things through dreams or quick snapshots. Do I have a gift and how do I develop it? Well, I think, Jen, you might have a class along.
The class, yeah, that'll tell you. You can come to me as a student, but that's a long explanation. That's not a quickie. You do have hidden gifts, yes, that most everybody does. It just depends on what you decide to expand on.
Catherine's just looking for a med bed date.
Late August into September, as of now. That's pushing it. I'd say mid-September, around sometime like around there, about 2 months from the time of your exchange.
Ashley Lopez, $9.99. Thank you. Candy for $10. Will my dog Jazzy get the med bed soon? She has congestive heart failure. Very sorry to hear that.
No. I'm sorry about the dogs. I think it's going to take a little longer for that, for the animals.
Deb Mayer, Lanny Peak, Missy, who I had dinner with last night. Hi, Missy. Hope your travels are safe. Do you see me moving to Vegas or back to Southern California or staying in Utah? which I hate.
Southern California.
Southern California, yeah. I think that's where you're going to be the happiest, Missy. That's where you were before. All right, that is it. Thank you guys all for the Rumble Rants and Super Chats. We appreciate you very much. We'll let Jen go. The last message is there are windows today where this can still go down today. If not, into tomorrow morning. It still looks good. It looks like it would happen. And as I said, I've been told that the interference from yesterday has been swept aside. They're going around it because they really want to push. Jen, any final thoughts?
Have a good day. Stay positive.
See you later.